together some numbers from our end of course test based on our races at Newnan High School. Go ahead. And so here we have, each slide has the different races that we have at the school. So this is our students of the Black race, of their EOC scores for science, social studies, math, and ELA. What we're going to do is we're going to go through each thing, and then we'll talk about some suggestions that we can do as a school to help these different races in their testing scores. But again, so this is for our students of the Black race, and what you can see is that the bottom line is your grand total. This is compared to all of Coweta County, and then the second line is the students at Newnan High School, and then each subject area, science, social studies, math, and ELA. As you can see, for science, we were able to hit our target rate. Same thing with social studies, which is great. Our math area, that's where we struggle a little bit, and you'll see in our other races of students that is one of the topics that's tougher for us. Along with ELA is great, so math is something that we need to focus on for our students. With our Hispanic race, our science, we met our target. Our social studies for our Hispanic race was lower, actually a lot lower, so we need to focus on that for our next school year, on things that we can do to increase those scores. Our math for Hispanic race was great, and also our ELA. All right, and then our white race, we have science, which made above target. Social studies was below target rate. Then our math was below target, just like our Black race, and then our ELA hit the right target, hit above target for this last school year. And then our multiracial, this is with our Koreans and Asian race. So for our science, they were above target. Social studies was a little bit lower than our target. Math was above, and ELA was above. So some things that I've come up with for our diversity plan, some things that we can work on, and just something to think about, and why does this matter? Why does our culture matter here at Newnan? Because students may express themselves in different ways. They may react to things differently than others based on their home life. Studying and understanding different cultures, just like teachers understanding where students are coming from because they may have not grown up that way. Just understanding where that student's coming from, and that will make them trust you more as you're teaching them. Also, it's important, or why it matters, is because more successful in maintaining self-control and identifying alternate strategies when problems arise in the classroom. So teachers understanding where the student comes from, we then know how to react in different ways, because not all students are the same, so sometimes you have to treat a student differently based on how they react to different situations. So some students that are in poverty, we have about 60% of our students have free and reduced lunch. We are a Title I school. So some things that us teachers can help with is special understanding and adjustments by teachers, a strong and trusting relationship, which I kind of just talked about. The more the teacher understands that student, the more the student's going to trust them to come to them about certain situations and will be a better student in their classroom. Providing a safe and secure environment. Basic explanations of what the school expects, having long rules, or then not explaining why we have those rules. Students don't normally react well with that, so explaining it, keep it simple, short and simple rules, expectations, they'll understand that better. Same thing, specific directions, they need to know exactly how to do it, not just beating around the bush, explaining things. If you explain it in the right way, they'll get it done. and you'll have less problems in the classroom. Support and encouragement as teachers redirect and encourage them to learn the expectations and procedures, and the protection of their dignity when they are disciplined. So, not telling other students why they got in trouble, or releasing any of their information about what's going on. All right. Some other ideas to help with dealing with these students: you want to make extra supplies, because some of these students that are in poverty do not have the money to provide for themselves. So even though teachers' budgets are lower, there are resources that the schools can hopefully help you with. I know here at Newnan High School, they do everything they can to support us teachers to get providing for our classrooms, especially for the students. Teach procedures step by step. Practice and role play each procedure just like you would for a safety plan with an active shooter or a fire drill. You want to still practice procedures in the classroom, because then your managerial skills in the classroom will make your overall classroom experience way better for the teacher and for the student. Because students need a guide, tell what they are supposed to do and tell them why it is important. I've already kind of explained this. The students want to know why. Why are they doing it? What is this going to do for them? And explaining that, and you knowing exactly why you're making them do these things, they're going to understand and work more for you instead of you trying to work for them. Because many children bring problems from home, again, we don't know, as teachers, we don't know necessarily what their home life may be, but trying to get to their level and understanding where they're coming from, they're going to build more of a relationship with you, and they're going to want to work for you more in the classroom. And then also assigning a partner buddy, somebody that they can trust as a peer. Maybe that's another way to build a relationship with them, is that they get to work with a friend, a responsible friend, and that will help with them in the classroom. And then some last little ideas I came up with to help with diversity at Newnan. Emotions affect the student's ability to learn. Again, if they've had a rough morning and they come to school, being able to bring them down from those emotions and try to get them to a happier place, they're going to be more willing to work better in the classroom. Encourage positive self-talk to increase self-control. Teach students to set goals for themselves when they have achievable goals. When they meet those goals, they're going to feel good about themselves, and they're going to feel good about coming to your class each day. Allow students to help others when appropriate. Again, a partner would be great for them, and allowing them to set their goals with certain people in their class. Maybe they get partnered with someone that has the similar goal. They're going to be willing to work better. And show that, in which I've talked about a lot already, show that you care about and appreciate the special gifts of each student. I don't know how many times the students brought me like a drawing or whatever it may be, and showing that that was special to me, that they thought about me, that makes them feel good. Also focus on the positives before addressing the negative, using the sandwich approach, positive, negative, positive, or Oreo approach, however anybody wants to call it. But that's the diversity plan I came up with.